Hey everyone, Layla here, and welcome back to my channel. This is the one marker challenge, and honestly, it's just a big excuse to keep using my new Ohuhu markers. I've been wanting to do this challenge for a while now. I was originally going to do it with Copics because that's all the markers that I have. I only have 15 or so, maybe 17 or so Copic markers. And I was like, okay, I can use one of those for my one marker challenge. But then I found out about Ohuhus and saw that they were just such a great price. I bought them and I now have a whole 80 marker set. Gosh. But anyways, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and do this challenge now that I, have so many, which, is kind of hilarious considering I can only use one marker or one color in this challenge. So yeah. But anyways, so I went ahead with a kind of like elf girl that I'm sketching right now. And I wanted her to have just insane hair that just defies the laws of gravity. So none of her hair is going to make sense, but aesthetically, it's on point. But no. Anyways, so I'm really excited to show you guys how I use this marker. And I know some other artists, when they do this challenge, they use like different techniques involving like rubbing alcohol or just different variations or ways to get the most out of the marker. I think Drawing with Waffles, did like water or something like that in order to thin out the color of the marker, in order to get lighter areas. And then, she just took her marker for the darker areas. And all those were definitely options that I thought about. But for the most part, I straight up just wanted to use the marker as is. So what I did instead was I focused a lot on the black ink of my lines. And I figured she's got this crazy flowing hair. I'm just going to go ahead and put all this lining in it. And it ended up working out really good. To me, it's very, the hair is very reminiscent. I don't know if any of you follow her, but reminiscent of Mermidia on Instagram. Definitely a lot of inspiration there to do this kind of hairstyle. And I love it. I think it turned out great. And it added a lot of depth for when I do go in and color it. And it also just added a lot of interesting like spirals and a lot of just interesting things to look at as far as her hair goes. When I was doing it, the lines I don't even know how to like explain it. It was like they were blurring a bit. I don't know. Like it started looking like an optical illusion. So here I'm showing you the color that I did choose, which I've really not quite understand why choosing isn't allowed. Like I know a lot of the other artists that I've seen have like apps that choose the color for them, or they put a blindfold on them and they choose their color. And I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like you're going to get the same result no matter what kind of a color you choose. I mean, whether it's, green or brown or blue, like I honestly wanted to go with my favorite color, but I was like, well, maybe that would be cheating. I don't really know. But I chose this green, because I figured whatever, why not? I don't know. I guess if I had an app that told me to choose black, I would be a little screwed, I suppose, because that would have been extremely hard considering the line art is black. So I kind of sort of understand why maybe choosing is not allowed. But regardless, I went ahead and I chose this color and I was like, sure. And so now I'm just going in and I'm coloring the hair. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to color the hair. I tried leaving a lot of empty white space in order to create these highlights, but it didn't really look good the way that I was doing it at first. It kind of looked stringy. So then I decided I would make the highlights look more like boxy looking, if that makes any sense. and I ended up with a pretty cool effect, I feel, with the highlights. And of course, all my inking of the lines in the hair really just add to the, darkening of that green color that I used. So now that I finished pretty much coloring all of her in, her body was kind of starting to melt into her hair. And I was hoping that wouldn't happen considering how many lines that I put in her hair, but it didn't really look all that great. So I started darkening her up, making really thick, bold lines around her. And I think that really helped. And that's pretty much it. I really like how this came out. In this ending here, I put the things that I used, the Ohuhu marker, 59 color, just a white gel pen, and my black Copic multiliner. And yeah, that was that. I really love the end result. So if you enjoyed this movie, God, if you enjoyed this video, maybe comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.